Wake up!
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Married to Film. I'm Ralph, and this is Shamanda.
Doing a robot.
Right now, we're at Season 3, Episode 16 of Battlestar Galactica. This one's called Dirty Hands. First and foremost, thank you for clicking on this vehicle.
Vehicle? Hey!
Thank you for clicking on this video. If you feel so inclined, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, you got anything from the last episode you want to talk about before we get into this one?
Not really. It was really focused on family, though, and
Yeah.
I did like that.
Yeah, same here.
So,
All right, let's go.
yeah. Let's hop on this vehicle. Let's ride.
Right.
Sure they want to ride with me.
Hey,
Let me get low.
I was in the Chevy photo.
Thought we were subbing out mule maintenance to the civvies in Knoxville. Yeah, I don't got enough mechanics down there. Jet fluid. Hold my undies the way I like. Back off. Oh, nice mouth. Think they let officers talk like that? You have to change your ways when you get them wings.
Not getting wings. They rejected my application for flight training.
You aced the written exam. Interview went well?
Yeah, well, it turns out I'm in a critical position, and my leaving would cause severe mission degradation.
That sucks.
Critical position, my ass. They just don't want knuckle draggers sneaking up the pilot ready room.
All right, that's enough. Lock it up. That's enough. Look, the mechanic told me you got bounced for flight training. I'm sorry about that. It sucks. Truth is, we need you down here. You're the best avionics specialist we got.
And she knows how to fold a man's undies.
Yes! Punch him in the face.
Hey, enough.
Sorry.
I'll take you apart. Hey, shut up, Fergursky. I'll pop you in the mouth myself. Now get back to work. Come here. Hey, come here. You do important work down here. Just as important as sitting in the cockpit.
Thanks, Chief.
I'm gonna deliver some more important laundry.
Felt that. I screamed so loud.
Tell.
Right.
Flame out. RCS thrusters jammed. Restart. No go.
Corrected as goals. Engine 2 thrusters
Girl,
full position. Engine 1 won't start.
Boy, now they gonna need somebody in there because y'all gonna die.
Wow.
Eject.
You got off lucky. Dozen injuries, no fatalities.
You should have seen Tori soon as I had help Kyle put it back into alignment.
The quarters become cramped. You're always welcome in one of my beds.
Wait. So it didn't hit?
You did it.
In a manner of speaking. But it seems that the Tillium was seriously contaminated with impurities. Xenophenor.
Fenner, complaining about working conditions and delivery.
We've been more than patient with Fenner and his production problems. And I'm ready to get back on the road to finding Earth.
He's a skeptic suddenly decided that we're on the road to Earth after all.
I already doubted it.
Oh. Wow.
Right.
Even when you didn't know.
Been working 18-hour shifts for the past 6 months.
Mm.
How long do you think a man can keep that up?
Just get the gas flowing, and then we'll talk, I promise you that.
It's funny that when the gas flows, my phone calls don't get returned. But the minute there's a glitch in the fuel supply, I've got FaceTime with the president and the admiral. Maybe we should just start having more glitches.
Senator,
Mm.
guards, arrest him for extortion and interrupting vital services during a time of war. Go ahead, take him away. That's it. Go. Out of here.
Mm.
Come with me, sir.
Wait, he's been arrested. You don't ask him to come with you.
Fracking rags making their way around the fleet. Can't believe that anybody's reading anything written by that guy.
That's what I thought too, but
Uh-oh.
you ever wonder why all the pilots and the officers come from the rich colonies? Like,
Lieutenant DeWallace from Sagittarius.
case in point, how did she get promoted? She married an officer
Ooh.
from Caprica.
But she already had that position before she got married.
Pick a team, get your gear, and be on the hangar deck in an hour. Yes, sir. Just stuff the president.
You can get arrested for that now?
I think the admiral was kidding.
Ah! No, he wasn't.
Hand over the pages and stop all this nonsense.
I missed the thing.
Them to about.
Turn him around. We've known that your lawyer was smuggling the pages out here for weeks, so we intercepted them, and I'm afraid I'm the only one who's read the book, and I am dying to see how it ends. Hand over those pages, or I'll have these guards search you. Make a choice.
Oh no!
Don't bend her, guys. Show her that she can't break you. Keep your dignity.
Perhaps you consider writing a blurb for the back cover.
Thank you, Doctor. It's all right, guys. Everything will be okay.
Now that you're partially undressed, let's do it.
Man, I didn't want him to be excited while they were searching him. That would have been just sort of awkward. Oh, he took
Looking
Felix
at the
with him.
fleet's entire fuel supply of Tilium. How many jumps do you think we got? We'll be lucky if we get out of the system.
Oh.
They work hard.
Hardly working.
Yeah, well, you should see this place when it's up and running.
Right.
Listen, we really need this downtime. Next time some machine fracks up, it might not just take out a Raptor.
It ain't gonna work.
Oh, where did little boy come from?
This is Milo's best grease trap I got.
What's that pressure relief? Seals are missing.
They all are.
Well, if pressure seals, the machinery won't run. Or are they?
Guess they got lost, huh?
Come on, Chief, you know what this is about. I guess when working conditions improve, they let Zeno out of jail, we'll be able to find those seals.
Wow.
Well, then it looks like this ship isn't going to be refining another drop of Tilium.
Extortion is not an acceptable method of protest. What are the names of the leaders?
Just Kevin.
I will issue a warrant for his arrest.
Put him in the brig. I'm sweat it out. Admiral, Madam President, they're just trusting.
Chief, we're done.
I feel a strike coming on.
Yeah, it's about to be, well,
It's about to get ugly.
contaminated.
Hey,
He going
We gotta
crazy.
get him out of here.
what the hell happened to his hands?
He did
Wake
that.
up in the middle of the night, he's scratching the walls. Just keep scratching until his fingers are bleeding. He came out all swirly, and this is not helping. Come on, you gotta get him out of here.
Cabot, listen to me. Where are the seals?
I won't say it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Cabot, I can get you out of here. Where are the seals? It doesn't matter. Where are they?
The air vents! Right? They're in the center stern air vents!
Tell the President to release.
Can I throw the switch?
These children work in the refinery. They're 12, 15 years old.
There have been families aboard the refinery ever since its beginning.
Madam
Mothers were
President.
picked up after the Cylons attacked the colonies. It is not ideal, I know that. But there is nothing ideal about this fleet.
So I trained my son to be a deckhand because that's what I am.
Yeah.
And that's all he can ever be.
Wow.
Is that the future we want?
Tori, I want you to make a list of everyone in the fleet who has a work history appropriate to the refinery. Factory workers, mechanics, whatever you think. Give it to the chief, and I want you to hold a public lottery. And we will take people from other vessels and we will put them on ships in the refinery. How's that, Chief?
Aaron Daniel says you're a farmer.
Farmer. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. People to work with heavy machinery.
No, but I don't. Not really. I worked on a farm for a summer because I was saving up to go to college, architecture, but then Cylons attacked. Now I'm a farmer. How is that fair?
Right, right.
How is it in any way fair?
Ooh, you're gonna have a, what you say, a protest?
Strike.
Yeah, it's not permanent.
No, wait, can you just check my record?
Yeah.
Excuse me, who am I supposed to talk to about this? Who am I supposed to talk to about this?
You don't understand. I'm not a farmer. Hey, stop it. I'm not a farmer.
It's true that you're a farm boy from Erelon.
Yes, it is, as a matter of fact. I was born and raised on a dairy outside the town of Cuttle's Breath Wash on Aragon.
Why do I have such a hard time picturing you milking cows and shoveling manure?
I don't know about you, but I've always found the Aragon dialect to be particularly hard on the ears.
Something about the consonants that scrape the back of the throat. Of course, I should know an awful lot about my native tongue. I spent hours on it and trying to overcome it. Do you have any idea how hard it is for a 10-year-old boy to change the way he speaks?
Wow.
To unlearn everything he ever learned.
After all, that's what the aristocracy wants. It wants the working class to feel looked after, while they scrabble around for scraps from the master's table.
Well, come on.
Do you honestly believe that the fleet will ever be commanded by somebody whose last name is not Adama?
What?
Oh, that's it! Hit the switch! Right here, this is it.
Got it?
Yeah.
That's why they got the little kids. No!
I can try.
Don't, little boy.
I can probably finish. Come on, baby.
God!
The belt's gonna jump, so you gotta be careful.
There you go.
There you go.
Attaboy.
Be careful.
Good work, Danny. Good work.
Attaboy, Danny, get out of there. Come on out. Come on out. Come on out.
Ow!
Become the union leader.
Yeah, he's gonna be it. He gonna shut it down. Come on.
This plant's offline. We're on strike.
We're on strike.
Union leader right there.
Need something, Cap?
Yeah, I fucking need something. I need my Viper.
Sorry, Captain. Vital missions only.
What do you mean, vital missions only?
We're on strike.
Are you aware that your deck gang is participating in a work stoppage?
Oh.
It's called a general strike, sir.
It's a mutiny. And do you know what we do with mutineers? We shoot them, Chief.
Wow. But not this time.
Admiral, all I want is to sit down with the president.
Arrest Kelly Turl. Take her under armed guard.
Whoa.
Starboard
Whoa. You orphaning the baby.
I'm gonna put her up against the bulkhead and I'm gonna shoot her as a mutineer.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
The very survival of this ship may depend on someone getting an order that they don't want to do. Then this ship will perish, and so will your son. The entire human race.
I can never work for you.
I don't want to do this, Chief, but I will put 10 Kellys up against the wall to make sure that this ship and this fleet are not destroyed.
I'll call it off.
Ooh.
You gonna do
I
something.
punch you in the mouth. Something threatening my family like that.
People drafted into service based purely on where they were born,
They've also been selected based on their skills.
which is a result of where they were born. People that are in dangerous and high-stress jobs need to be rotated out for R&R.
Absolutely.
In order to do that, we need a formal training program. The union.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were engaged in collective bargaining on behalf of the Colonial Workers Alliance. If that's not the case, then
Madam President, that union died on New Caprica.
I would love it if you would fight for that society as well.
I will, Madam President, I will. Hey, Captain.
Chief, one of my nuggets failed to show up for basic flight instruction this morning.
Sorry to hear that, Captain.
So maybe you can tell me where the hell Diana Seelix is.
Felix comes down.
Yay! Oh, I'm sorry.
Flight instruction began 20 minutes ago, Seelix. You want to be a pilot or not? Yes, sir, but I thought you will think when I tell you to think, Nugget. And you might want to look at the plan of the day, because then maybe you'll know where you're supposed to be, and you might actually get there on time. And you're out of uniform to boot.
Oh, I'm sorry, Captain. I think I can handle that.
Thank you.
You have
I'm
to
about to
be
cry.
an officer. Detail. And salute. Congratulations, Ensign.
All right, this is all very touching, but you were supposed to be in ready room 4 20 minutes ago, Ensign, which means that you are falling behind on your first day. So move it. Don't look at him. Move it. Move it.
Okay.
Oh man.
Hold on.
You okay?
Yeah.
Alright. Shamanda had a lot of notes on this one.
I got a lot of notes.
There's a lot of things that went down, but man, I couldn't work ever again on that ship. He'd have to, yeah. Nah, never again. Never again. You ain't gonna threaten my family, and then I'm just gonna go back and working. I'm gonna threaten you, your family. I'm gonna swing on you. I'm gonna talk about your son, your dead son, your dead wife. Oh, it's going down, man. It's going down. I'm sorry, I can't get over that.
You went there.
Yeah, I can't get over that. Go ahead, you got notes.
Dang, baby.
You got notes. Go ahead.
All good things. All good things. All good things. So, Let's start at the very beginning. A very good place to start. I have, like, notes. Y'all probably can't see it, but I got notes. And well, first of all, the title was called Dirty Hands. I renamed it Baltar versus Madam President and the Union. I renamed it. So this was season 3, episode 16. Started off with Celix didn't get accepted into the flight training. And the nickname that the guys were teasing her with was Knuckle Dragger. Knuckle Draggers was the nickname that they would give anyone that was not born into the elite colonies. When I mean elite colonies, Baltar was born and raised in ᴄʟɪᴛᴏ, and people from ᴄʟɪᴛᴏ was actually farmers. And he said in his book, which was titled My Triumphs, My Mistakes, but he was a son of a farmer, so therefore he will be a farmer. So it went from there, and I was probably ticked off from the beginning of that because she didn't get the position, but Chief told her the reason why she didn't get the position is because she was needed on the deck, but she was doing people's laundry and stuff like that, which she felt that was underneath of what she wanted to be. She had a dream of having her wings, and she couldn't get it because they needed her somewhere else. And it's almost relatable to military dream sheet. You place your wants or your desires on a sheet of what location you wanted to be or what job you wanted to have. However, if the military needed you to do here to fill a position, that's where you went. Same thing. ᴄᴏ offended the president by quoting Baltar's book. If you hear the people, you don't have to fear the people. Fear the people. And she immediately put him under arrest because it was Baltar's book. They also searched Baltar, Gaius, to find out what was going on and where the rest of the book was, because she actually wanted to see how it ended. The lawyer was actually smuggling pages into the fleet so that people can read it. So the issue was from the beginning that they were on a mission flying one of the Vipers, and they ran out of fuel or something happened, and they said that the fuel was contaminated. I'm using a lot of air quotes, but they said the fuel was contaminated, so they had to eject those Cedo, cuz. Everybody go! Eject those Cedo, cuz! They had to eject. In my head, I was making notes when they was doing it, but I was like, eject those Cedo, cuz. And the Viper actually hit the ship. Yeah, the ship that the president was on. So they was talking, there's a lot of political stuff, and it's always political versus family versus beliefs versus generational wealth and worth. Because that's what this episode was all about. How you're judged based on, and it's almost like, it's relatable to today's society too. Born in the projects, whatever. If you get out the projects, you good. It's almost like the same concept, but it was just relatable as far as, it was just based on military style. And then the politics and all that kind of stuff. So, Chief went to visit the fuel deck, the fuel refinery. Thank you. And he realized that the working conditions were slavery. Period. That there were kids down there, 12 and 15 years old, that were working, and they had not had a day off since the Cylons took over, and since they attacked the colonies, which was the very first how Battlestar Galactica started in the first place. Cabot was in charge of the fuel. They arrested him. They arrested ᴄᴏ. They arrested ᴄᴏ, and then they arrested Cabot. After Chief came back and reported the statuses of what was going on the flight deck. On the fuel refinery. Milo, which was a little kid, he wasn't even 12 yet, and they called him the grease junkie because he was good at what he did, but he was 12 or 11. And that's when the chief took it personal. He was taking it personal. He was listening to the people. He was relating to the people because of where he was born also. But when Baltar told him that, do you really think that the ship is going to be, that the fleet would ever be led by anyone last name other than Adama? Is that their last name? Then you're wrong. It would never happen. And it made him think. Then he read some of Baltar's book. And I think that really got him into everything. There was a little boy that came onto the deck when they were assigning, after the president told him to do a lottery and assign all these people. The little boy came on the deck and he said, excuse me, I'm sorry, I need someone who do I need to talk about this, what's going on? And he was like, what is it, what's going on? And he was like, they have me assigned as a farmer, I'm not a farmer. And blah, 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 blah. And he was yelling as they were taking him away. He was like, I'm not a farmer, so why am I having to be assigned using my hands and all that kind of stuff? And it was going to be bad. Ralph called it. He said it's going to be a strike, period, period. It's going to be a strike. So the little boy who was supposed to be a farmer, or was not supposed to be a farmer, assigned to being a farmer. Sorry, I can't talk. Chief was trying to help because there was something going on with the line, and Chief was trying to help, and he couldn't get his hands in there, and he said, my hands are not small enough, and I knew they was going to bring a kid in there to do it. They brought the little boy in there. He said I could do it. Can't think of his name. What was it?
Danny Noon or something like that.
Danny. Yeah, because he did say his name. Well, he was able to get his hand in there to put the pipe back where it was supposed to be. When he brought his hand back out, it hit an artery, and his blood was just striking, just going everywhere. All the people were staring at Chief at the time, and I think it just struck him for real. He was like, okay, look, nope, we're going to strike. That's where it started. Well, he said it was a general strike, sir. That's what he told Admiral. He said, did you know that it affected the deck too? He was like, that's what happens when you have a general strike. He basically put himself in a position of being head of the Union. Admiral locked them up, and then he threatened, like Ralph was talking about, he threatened him, his mom, his grandma, and everybody, all his kids. He only got one, but I'm just saying. He said, I'll put what do you say? I'll put 10 Callies up against the wall if need be. He said, you know what we do for munis? We shoot them. So call it off. He called it off, whatever. Then Admiral looked at him and he was like, I heard you had to go and talk. I heard you had something to say to the president. And he looked at him and was like, So he sat down and talked to the president, had a couple of drinks and loosened up and said what he had to say. Negotiations. That's what the Union does. They negotiate. So that's what he did. He said that it should be fair that we have a little R&R in between because they got to have breaks. It's a high-stress job. They can't be doing this day in and day out. They got to have some time off. And that was true. Dang, I got some good notes. But I want to talk about Baltar, Gaius. Because he said that he changed the way he spoke at 10 not to sound like the people of the airline. When he started doing that raspy voice and then he started talking like them, that got me. I was like, yeah. He said, do you know how hard it is to stop speaking the way you know how to speak and to change your accent? And then he went back into his speaking like Gaius, a doctor. He said, do you know how hard it is? And that was like, whoa. But he left Airline at the age of 18 to pursue his dream. Nobody knew where he was from until this book came out when he said son of a farmer. So yeah, it was all about maintaining the workforce alliance, basically, and to get everybody R&R, to get everybody to be heard. Basically, the quote was true. If you hear the people, you don't have to fear the people. And this was a really, really good episode. I cried at the end because Celix got her wings, and I was happy because I felt that. It was something that she wanted to do, and she was forced to do something that she didn't want to. And I believe if you follow your dream, you should be able to follow and execute and get there. So that was a good one. So good episode all around.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had a lot to say.
She had a lot to say.
I'm done.
I said everything I wanted to at the beginning. I'm still salty. But yeah, so let us know what you guys thought. We'll see y'all next time.
Yeah.
Love y'all.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.